Hi guys, Chris here with Super Savvy Travelers. I want to give you a little update on the olive mill project. And for those of you who have been with us for a long time, bear with me because I'm going to let everybody know what's going on. So initially, when we went into Santa Domenica Talao with our network and with Antonella Lucchesi, our architect, we were just rolling. There was so much going on. And Antonella one day showed me this olive mill. He said, oh, wistfully, oh, it'd be so nice if some benefactor could buy this olive mill and renovate it. So I thought to myself, I'm going to pay Antonella back for all his kindness and generosity. I'm going to crowdfund it. So being the excitable person, but not always educated person, I did that. And you guys, you came in so greatly and you donated money. Many of you will probably never go to see it. But I will say that your name will be on a plaque when it's done, as promised. So we crowdfunded quite a bit of money, enough money to buy the bottom part of the mill, which is the actual mill itself, and to get that redone and restructured and everything else so that it can be set up as at least a portion of the museum that we want. We're going to make it available right away. On top of that, there's another section that I'm going to show you and you can tour with me. But I wanted to say that it took years. It took years because I found out that I, as a stranieri, as a person who is not a citizen of Italy, I cannot donate money to a municipality and I can't donate property either. So that caused a huge problem that we took a long time to figure out and then set up. So what we did was we set up a nonprofit. Our beautiful Santina Bruno, our attorney over there, took the ball and ran with it. She set up this beautiful nonprofit. It is the International Community of Santa Domenica Talao. And its purpose is to do exactly what we're doing with this olive mill. We've also put on 2 concerts so far, beautiful concerts in the church during the San Giuseppe Festival. I do want to say that I paid for a lot of those concerts myself. I will also say now that the nonprofit has purchased the olive mill. So it is in the possession of the nonprofit, and the nonprofit has all of the money and it has all of the accounting of every fee we spent. The concerts, none of that money came out of the nonprofit at all. That was all funded by us, okay? So just want to be super clear and transparent about that. In addition, I want to say I have stepped out of the nonprofit and I have turned it over to the people in the village who really I trust a lot and who I know will get this project done. And as you'll see in a minute or two, the project is well underway. So let's take a look at this project. This little olive mill is from the 1700s, okay? Here's part of the interior of it. If you look through this little door here, you can see the stand where the olive stones were. And what would happen is a donkey would go around the stones and the olives would be underneath and they'd be crushed up and whatnot. Now, also, I want to tell you, I have another course that I don't talk about much, but it's Foodie's Guide to Olive Oil. And it gives you a whole history on it. There's an ebook with it and everything else that tells you how things were done back in the day as far as pressing olive oil and doing all of that stuff. It's really a lot of fun. So this whole thing just feeds right into it. So if you go through here, you can see they have the supports up. They're fixing the ceiling right now. They've cleaned out the space. They've taken off the stucco that they've needed to replace. And it looks like they've actually replaced a lot of the stone in these door holes here to make them more secure and actually very pretty. That's a nice job. I know that's probably Giovanni or somebody like that who's in there doing that work. It's very beautiful. This is craftsmanship. These are artisans that do this. Here's another peek of a corner that's being worked on. And here's another stone there and a basin. I think the stone, that might have been another stone for grinding. I'm not sure what its function is. I'll have to update you on that. And a basin probably for collecting the olive oil. Now, that part is underway and it will be finished very shortly. So that whole project that I envisioned from the beginning is coming to a conclusion now, which is so exciting. However, Antonello has gotten his eye on the property above because he wants to do a part of the museum that shows where the farmer lived and how he lived back in the 1700s. So I'm going to take you through this property here. Thank you, Allison Baldwin Hughes, for this wonderful footage. I really appreciate it. And she put in some mock-ups of what it's going to look like when it's done. So exciting. Anyway, here we go in through the house. This is upstairs from the olive mill. And here is where the kitchen was. So yeah, this is a mock-up on what the kitchen's going to look like, that whole area, when it's finished. It's exciting. Okay, and then we're walking through. She didn't show you the view. The view out the back just randomly is going to be very beautiful. Now here's the stairs that go upstairs from the frontoio into the house there, and where he would have an internal staircase, which is what we want to put in. This is going to be the sort of bedroom area for the farmer. And look at this mock-up. I just love these mock-ups. Allison, thank you so much for doing these. They're really fun. So yeah, there's a lot of love needed, guys. A lot of love needed, but we have the love factor going. So I think it's going to be a really cool project. I can't wait for the bottom to be done, because that was where I started, was that. And the project has grown. Now, the international community of Santa Domenica Tilao, we do put on concerts generally during San Giuseppe Festival, which is in July. And there's other concerts and events and processions and everything going on. It's a really exciting time to be there. So definitely, if you're planning a trip to Santa Domenica, July is a fabulous time, especially during the San Giuseppe Festival. There's music, there's art, there's tons of beauty. It's really, really cool. And finally, we have the floor plans, which I always tell you about on the channel. So there you go, guys. That's our little frontoio. After years, literally years of bureaucratic red tape, of creative ideas on how to fund this project and do this project, thank you, Santina, again, and thank you, Antonello, we have purchased the property. We are starting the renovations on the property. It should be done very soon. And then we're going to set our sights on this other property here. So thank you guys for your patience and understanding. And I hope you can come see this, because honestly, it's the cutest project in the world and you're all part of it. Take care, guys.